To Alice Newhall, cheating is no big deal.
Cheating is a shortcut, and it's a pretty efficient one in a lot of cases.
Alice is a 17-year-old senior at George Mason High School in Northern Virginia. She's typical of what a survey shows is a growing number of kids who see cheating as a way to survive high school. Do you not have any moral outrage about cheating?
Not really. It's not the biggest deal in high school.
Our secretary, Alice.
You know, what's important is getting ahead. You know, the better grades you have, you know, the better school you get into is, you know, the better you're going to do in life. And if you learn to cut corners to do that, you know, you're going to be saving yourself time and energy. And in the real world, you know, that's what's going to be going on is, you know, the better you do, that's what shows. It's not, you know, how moral you were in getting there.
High school cheating is rampant. A national survey of 4,500 students found that 3/4 of them engage in serious cheating. More than half have plagiarized work off the internet. If you have a credit card and a modem, it's simple.
On disk, I just put it into the machine.
Schools have begun using the kids' weapons against them. George Mason is one of thousands of high schools fighting web plagiarism with a new service called turnitin.com. Teachers submit students' papers to the company, which then searches the web for matching prose.
Between 24 and 48 hours, the report will come back and it's color-coded.
This paper is code red, 97% plagiarized. Turnitin says about a third of the papers submitted have some sort of plagiarism.
Students today find it so much easier to rationalize their cheating.
Donald McCabe, whose survey of high school students found that 50% don't even consider internet plagiarism cheating, says students feel driven by the tremendous pressure to excel and compete for colleges.
For one reason or another, they convince themselves that, you know, a tenth of a point on their GPA is going to make a dramatic difference in their futures, and they feel compelled to cheat.
Of course, not all students cheat. Mike Denny, also a senior at George Mason, thinks it's simply wrong. Do you think that honor is lacking in the average high school student?
I think honor's lacking in a large part of society, and I think you often see the liars and the people who take the easy way get much higher in life than you know, your average honest Joe on the street.
Mike also blames a high school culture where grades and test scores are more important than integrity.
By now, many of us are so jaded, we feel like, oh, our whole life has just been taught for one test. It's pretty sad that things such as who you are and standing by your word and whatnot, that's something that we haven't really been taught.
Why does it have color?
Maybe American high schools are teaching their students the wrong lesson. Kathy Slebogan, CNN, Falls Church, Virginia.